Hello and welcome to this video. This video will show you how to correctly format your essays for this class using the MLA format, which is short for the Modern Language Association. So this video will go over how we're going to do that. All right, so essays you write for English classes must be submitted in a specific format. This format is called MLA Format. This video will show you how to format your essay. The video uses Microsoft Word. If you are using a different program, the names of the commands should be similar. This video goes through the 10 commands below to format an essay. So if you are using another word processing program, these commands are pretty much the same. If your program does not have the commands, then you'll have to do it manually, but as I go through it, you can see how to do it. So these are the 10 commands we're going to work on today, and it's going to format this essay. So I have an essay here, and it's 5 paragraphs. This is Latin, so it's not confusing, and so you don't try and read the words, but you want to just look at the format of the paragraphs and the words. So I have an essay, and I'm going to show you the essay. And there it is. Okay, looks like this, but it's in Latin. So you'll see how it's formatted correctly. All right, so the 10 commands we're going to look at are the headers, inserting a page number, centering the title, selecting all, setting the font and size, double space, indent first line, page break, works cited, and correct quote format. So if you look on this page further down, the second page, it gives you an example, more details here, and a sample of a MLA essay, but I'm going to show you how to do that here. So let's get started with the first one, which is the headers. So I go to my document, and what I want to do is for MLA format is you put your last name, so it should be the student's last name, and then the page number, and it's over to the right side over here. So I need to go home. I'm going to do this, which is flush right, so you see our cursors over here now. So I'm going to write just a last name. So what you put here is your last name. Now for this, I'm going to let's just call the last name student. So I'll just say student, and then space, and we're going to insert a page number. So this is how it goes on Word. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to make So you see we have the header, and it says student 1. So it's there, and then we're coming down here now, and we're going to put in some more information at the top of the page. So I hit the space, and the first thing that goes here, so if you want to look down on back to our original document, if we go down and look at this, it gives us a little model here. So you notice it looks the same. We have student's last name, page number. Then we want student's first and last name, teacher's name, class, and then the date. So I'd go ahead and put that there. So student's name. So I'll just put any student, and then the professor. Not that one. Okay, so I'm just going to put any student, and then professor, and we can put any name there. Professor, or you should put your teacher's name. So we could put Professor Presley. Okay, and then the third thing we want to put is the class name. So let's put our class there. So it might be ESL to AB. And then we want to put the date. So this date's a little different. So you might put you put the number first, and that's called military date 2021. Different styles, different things. So if we look back at our original document, we see we got everything. So we move on to the next step. So we have a header and insert page number. So if you look here, I'm going to zoom out on this. And let me go back to the page. Not this one, this one. Okay, so I'm zooming out. So you see the page here. And it should look like this. So we have student 1, our heading there. And then if you look out, you notice how it puts the page number. It keeps your student's name here and puts a 1, automatically puts a 2 there. So you see that's how the page number works. Okay, we'll go to the next line, and what we're going to do now is put in a title. So that's the number 2 on our list. And so we've done 1 and 2, and let's center the title. So go back to home on the toolbar. We go to home, make this bigger, and center is here. So we center it, and we're going to put a title. So we'll put any title. So we'll just put a student essay, and see my title there is centered. All right, so what we've done so far is in our list. So we have headers, insert page number, center title. Now we're going to select all and set the font and size. So on your essay, you want to make sure the font and the size are the same. So that what we do is come to the very end of the essay. So you have your last paragraph in the essay. You want to go under this last paragraph where the cursor is blinking on the very last line of the essay. And we are going to insert what's called a page break. So we hit insert, page break, and it goes to the next page. This is for our Works Cited page. So you notice we have an extra page, and it needs to be its own page by itself. So this last page, what we're going to do is make it bigger, and then we're going to center, and we're going to type Works Cited. So this is for if we have an essay with one book. See how it's still centered? You want to send that back so it goes back. And what we're going to do is put it in MLA format. So let me go to this website that shows you how to put a book in a Works Cited page. So what you want to do is put the author's name, or a book with a single author's name appears in last name, first name format. Basic form for a book citation is last name, first name, title of book, city of publication, publisher, publication date. So they give you an example here: Gleek, last name, first name, title of the book, and then the publication date. So I'm going to do that. I have a book here I'm going to put in. It's the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. So what I would do is put in the last name, and then Marcus. Okay, so we put in the last name, and it goes the book writer's last name, period, and then the title of the book, which is Meditations, period. This should be italicized or underlined, so you can usually italicize Meditations. Let me do that again. Okay, so that's italicized, and then let me go back to our website. It says city of publication, publisher, publication date. All right, it says you don't always need the city. So here is a case we don't need the city because it's been published recently, but it would be Dover Publications 1997. Let's spell it. There. Okay, so there we have it. Marcus Aurelius Meditations, Dover Publications, 1997. So that's our work cited. Now, we say we quoted this book in the essay. So here's the correct quote format. So you should, after the quote, put a parentheses, the page number, and then period. Okay, so that's how a quote would work, and those are the items. So this is an essay. If you look through it, it's in the correct MLA format, and it has a works cited works cited table at the end of the essay. So that's MLA format. So make sure your word processor has these following the commands I went over, and you should be able to format your essay just fine.